Hi, I'm Rob, and this is the Nearly Pointless Spoilers. They are unedited, uncut, whatever you want to call it, but it's all done in one take. Makes it much easier to do, and it's a bit of fun sometimes just leaving the mistakes in there just for laughs, like the cups of tea slurps, the wording mistakes, and that kind of thing. But why are they the Nearly Pointless Spoilers? Well, the spoilers have become less necessary anyway, because quite often there's information which is unavailable immediately regarding certain troops and things like that. And normally I go by the calendar, like the June calendar would be what I'd go by now. I'll take a look at that, see what's coming up next week, but that's not out yet. So for this week, these spoilers are even more pointless than normal, because basically there's a little bit of information missing, which obviously can't call upon. But we'll roll with it and we'll see what we can do. But I'm seriously thinking whether the spoilers are worth doing now anyway. Been thinking about this for the last few weeks. Let me know in the comments if they're still worthwhile, or you just click the spoiler when it comes up just to give me a view and just show me a bit of support like that, because that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like there's no real need for these anymore in a way, because you can just take a snapshot of the calendar when it comes up from the Gems of War website and not just get what's going on for next week, but you can get on what's going on for next month. I mean, sure, there'd be some information missing, which is helpful on these weekly spoilers, like I'll be reminding you on Friday. It is a Mythic Friday, for example, and certain troops like this, you can actually have a look at things like this. This is going to be for the invasion event, but other than that, is it worth it? I don't know. Again, we'll talk about that more in a minute, and I'll think about that in the back of my mind as I continue this spoiler video. Anyway, first things first, let's pop into the shop and take a look at the weekly glory troop reminder, the Woodseer. Make sure you get this if you haven't done so already. Does magic +3 damage to an enemy, boosted by green gems. If the enemy is a daemon, deal double damage and entangle them. So better against the daemons, nothing too fantastic, but make sure you get it anyway. Speaking of anyway, what is the opposite of a butterfly? A margarine spider. Do you see? Anyways, oh dear. Here's a continuation of the campaigns. Let's look in there, see what we pick up next week. Oh, crikey. Oh, come on, devs. Honestly, do they even think this kind of thing is worth giving as a reward, even as a free thing? It's got to be the lowest thing possible in the game, surely. Minor trait stones. And get more of them on the second half of it. And a bit of gold and some shards. Yeah, nothing exciting. The upgrade pass is a little bit better. You get some dragonite, a bit more of the little fin pet, and a book of deeds, which is not too bad. The thing is with these passes is they seem to go from mediocre to better, and then they seem to rotate like that. The week after this is a bit better with some dragonite and things like that. But hey, it's free stuff. May as well get it anyway. Right, so starting Monday, I'll be doing a Soul Forge video on Monday, popping into there, telling you what I think are the best weapons and indeed the best troops to craft from there. But it's not just a Soul Forge video, it's the event video showing the event team I'm going to use for the event, which is Invasion, as well as a Underspire team at the end. Show you a good team to hopefully whiz through the Underspire as quickly as possible. Right, even though the information isn't there, we can actually work some stuff out, what is going on. Like, class trial starts in 4 days, 20 hours, and that is the Thief class logo, which means I think it'll be Zaejin next week as the Kingdom of the Week, which basically means it'll be the epic trials at the same time. Where's Zaejin gone? It's around here somewhere. Where's Zaejin gone? There it is. So yeah, epic trials should be Zaejin, I think, but there's no need to make another video on that because it's already there on my channel. Just type in Zaejin Epic Trials and you'll find the strategy to get that done. So presuming Zaejin is the Kingdom of the Week, let's take a look at that, and we can take a little look at our event chest to see how many you've got. It's currently Morgrim Woods, the Kingdom of the Week, but from Monday that will change to presumably Zaejin. And when you open your event chest, you can only get troops from that kingdom that is listed there. So we can change this to Zaejin. This should be the easiest skill stop of all time. Thank you very much. Let's go to show all, and that'll bring up all the troops from Zaejin. Let's put them in basic order at first. So scroll down and showing all, and anybody that's greyed out means you are missing that troop. So by busting open those event chests next week, starting Monday, you could pick up somebody that you're missing, unless they have something like, let's find one here, like this one. Fungamancer. It says Manithrax on it. That means you can't get it from your event chest. You have to go to the underworld to get that. So make sure you pick up those troops that way from, you guessed it, Manithrax. So yeah, can't get them ones. But everybody else you can get from those chests. But let's pop those mythics now to the top, because this has got to be probably the strongest kingdom for mythics. They're all really good. These two are especially amazing. Like High King Iron Gut does damage to an enemy with a chance to devour them equal to my attack and gains an extra turn. That is really, really excuse me, see, there's a cough. Let's have a bit of tea to wash that down. Gains an extra turn. Really, really good in delves. Incredibly good in the high level delves. Absolutely fantastic. But an excellent troop anyway. And Flaming Oni is just, again, ridiculously good. Converts 2 red gems to burning gems when his turn begins. And summons a firestorm at the start of battle, which is red, and he uses red. And summons 3 random goblins. There's something that's more annoying than a goblin. It's a goblin that summons another goblin. And if there's something that's more annoying than a normal goblin, it's a goblin that summons 3 random goblins. And that's what it does, as well as explode gems, charging the team up again, and gains an extra turn. Oh my goodness, Flaming Oni is so good. And Fairy Godmother is pretty great too. Gain an extra turn and either create 2-3 wish gems, or deal magic +1 damage to all enemies boosted by wish gems, or give magic +1 life to all other allies boosted by wish gems, and of course that extra turn at the start. Very, very good indeed. So if you're going to bust open some of your event chests and you're missing any of these mythics, then this is the time to absolutely bust open your event keys. So yeah, absolutely awesome stuff. Right, the main event next week is Invasion. We can have a little look at that there. Incoming Invasion, as it says, and take a look at the troop which we're going to be picking up at the same time. Mock the Cannon Rider. This is actually really, really good. Does, you know, it's good for the event, but it's good anyway. Does damage to an enemy, and if they're a tower, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on my ascensions, explode 2 to 3 gems, and gain an extra turn. So you're going to be guaranteed that damage, even if it's a non-evasion event troop. You can guarantee that damage, explode 2 or 3 gems, charging up the team somewhat, and gain an extra turn. So yeah, pretty useful anyway. So we'll be picking that up on Monday. Right, so this is all where it gets a bit vague. Tuesday, no idea what's going on. Wednesday, it's a pet, but there's no Rob Slayer on Wednesday. Normally it's Rob Slayer the first Wednesday of each month, but Ben's away for a couple of weeks. That's who I usually play. So it's been delayed till I think the 18th of June. But we can, like I say, we've worked out that it was Zaejin and Thief class, so it means Thursday will be Thief class as the thing. Come on, you're here somewhere. There it is. Right, so let's take a look at this class trial. Really, really good classes. If you haven't got it up to 100, it's absolutely worth doing. Gain 2 bonus on 4 or 5 gem matches. Small, but just adds up. Start battles with 50% mana, really good. And deal 7 damage to the last enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. Remember, with the goblins, there's a lot of loopy teams, which means you can do that quite often and just keep on sneaking that damage in. You'd think that a person in last place would learn to just like move at some point and just like keeps getting jabbed all the time by some sneaky mofo jumping out from the bushes and jabbing him or something. You'd think it might be a good idea to move away now or something like that, but no. Every single time you get a 4 match, that person in last place will fall foul to that sneak attack. But talent trees, hunt, really good one to have. This one depends upon obviously what weapon you're using, or if you're a Naga, shadows, call, really good, 20% chance to summon a shadow set of shadows when an enemy dies. We can have a little bit of a boost on yellow troops, or even more gold with light fingers. You can have stuff like backup. You can be stealthy, so you can't be targeted. Dodge, you can be a dodger and have a chance to dodge skull damage, which is cool. And the awesome rising shadows, 7% chance to assassinate the last enemy when another enemy dies is actually surprisingly good. So yeah, very, very good class indeed. Make sure you get it to level 100. Not sure what a weekend event is on Friday, but it is Mythic Friday, so we'll be picking up another Mythic there. I'll be doing a video on Friday showing the opening of my keys, hopefully getting that Mythic, and then showing a team with it in it, which is hopefully not too shabby. But anyway, going back to the spoilers and why their time could be up. But actually, I'm going to talk about something else quickly first, because I done something really stupid last night. I'll tell you, I'm an absolute idiot sometimes. I said a couple of days ago I wasn't going to buy the Immortals anymore. Or the Immortal Pass, the thing. The, where is it? Where's the thing? Yeah, thing. The Premium Pass. And the reason is, I don't really care too much now about PvP. There's too many things put me off playing it. The constant disappearing of the teams. I went to do my buff things the other day, and it was like my teams had disappeared. And it was like, I just can't be bothered to keep on making these teams all the time. Even if you, like, save them to one of your chats or something like that. It's just... yeah, I don't really care that much about it anymore, to be honest. So that means I don't care too much about the Immortals, because they are good, and there's certain teams they'll still be good in, but they're by far most effective in PvP because of the double damage thing they get. Like this new one here, Immortal Angrak, gets the double damage if used in Broken Lands. And this is a theme that's consistent about all of the Immortals. They get that double damage if used in a certain area, or certain we'll just say kingdom. It's not kingdom. This one in like Bay of Stars, for example. But the point is, the areas they get that bonus in are only in PvP, which means it's only good if you do PvP a lot. And I don't anymore. I'll just do me daily battles and stuff, and not a lot more. I actually have been relegated to the Ruby League for now, for the first time I think ever, but I don't really care. I'll just get it back up to Diamond and just do enough to survive and carry on. It's like not a huge fan of this PvP system. Feels like more of a chore than something that's enjoyable, but each to their own. Some people will actually love it. But the point is, what I was trying to get to before I went off tangent again, is I cut back last night from going out to see the Wall of Floyd, a Pink Floyd tribute band. Absolutely amazing, by the way. I think they only tour the UK, but the main guy that runs it actually lives in the same town that I do. And it was fantastic and absolutely awesome tribute band. But anyway, come back a bit tipsy. Came into here, saw that I hadn't bought the premium pass, and without thinking, I just bought it, which annoyed me a bit. It's only $11.99, but it's $11.99 that I could have bought some cake with, or something nice, like some sweets or something. But anyway, I got it like an idiot. But I did that now, and it's done. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was going to end it with something. What was it? Oh yes, the why the spoilers could be up. Well, first of all, there's obviously some information missing now regarding certain things. I can only give the outline of what's going on throughout the week now. And also, you know, it's like, I feel like I could just release a better video of something. I mean, I'm still always going to do the Monday video of the teams, the Soulforge video and the Spy team. That is safe. I enjoy doing that because I do the weekly event anyway, and I do the team and stuff. It's like kind of an extension of what I'm going to do in the game anyway. I'll just kind of record it at the same time, so it doesn't actually feel like too much effort to make that video, so I don't mind that. And to do the spoilers video isn't actually that effortsome either. It takes probably less than an hour all in, from start to recording it to putting it into the editor, putting my beginning and end sequence, and then uploading it. And then you've got to do the thumbnail, which takes 7 or 8 minutes, and you're done. So it's not actually that much effort. But the point is, it's not that much beneficial to the channel anymore. They typically get less than 1,000 views. Actual revenue for me is typically around about a $5 or less. Again, not much. But other videos are kind of evergreen in the way that they will continue to earn revenue even if they start slow. You know, some videos don't always get like 1,000 views absolutely, you know, straight away in the first like few days. That's just the way it goes when you're not a huge YouTuber. But the thing is with the spoilers and stuff is they stop dead after like a week. You'll get a handful of views here and there just randomly because obviously just people clicked on it. Maybe they want to see what the weekly joke was or something like that, and they'll get just a random view here and there, but they won't earn anything significant after that. And to a certain extent it has to be about that at some point. How much money these things earn, how many subscribers they get. I mean, I've released the spoilers video before and actually left the screen on that shows you the live subscribers, and I've actually noticed that it go like down a couple, and I've released the spoilers video because a lot of people that subbed because of other videos like my review videos on the racing gear or tips for like Forza or something like that, they subbed for that and then they see something like Gems War they're not interested in and they come off again. Now, I know that's partly my fault for mixing the channel up with lots of different things, but it is all game related, like mostly sort of thing. But the point is it actually worth doing anymore when sometimes it's not 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It actually feels a little bit like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, because you end up losing a couple of subs here and there off the back of other people that joined for other things. And the time could be spent basically doing other videos which are evergreen and get non-stop revenue. To put this into comparison, I've done a Forza video on the best settings, literally only 5 minutes long. It took about 10 minutes to actually make. That's gained me over, I think it's 40 subs on that, and just over 20 quid. And that's the sort of video I can do in the same time frame. And it's worth literally 20 times the subs and, you know, like 4 or 5 times the money as what the spoilers one is worth. And that Forza one will continue to do that. It will continue to get small but significant subs, and the revenue will continue to be a constant thing because people always find or look for that type of videos. It will be an evergreen video. To take that 1 step further, on my video where it was about don't make particular mistakes when building an arcade machine I done a year or 2 ago, that's gained me like 330, I think it is, subs, and nearly £200 in revenue. So it's again that steady revenue from the non-stop viability of those kind of videos that have an evergreen presence which people can find at any time. It's like, you know, why do I need to keep making these spoilers videos anymore? Is basically, I feel like I've been waffling for ages now. Let me drink my tea a bit more and see, you know, how long I can drag this out for. No, I'm not really going to drag it out as long as possible. I'm basically just venting or relaying my thoughts that's been going through my mind for literally the last month or so about whether these spoilers videos are truly worth doing. Let me know in the comments, because some people support the channel better than others. Better is probably not the right word, but like Clip Bomb Chad, for example, every spoilers video he does a 2 quid or $2 super thanks, which is really, really cool. Only works out, I think, £1.40 after YouTube take their cut. I think they take 40% of them. I'm not sure. Never really checked properly, but he does that non-stop, and it's really, really cool. If more people done that sort of thing, it'd be worth carrying on. But I'm not expecting people to do that sort of thing either. It's just something that Clip Bomb Chad does because he's a nice guy, but I'm not expecting people to do that either because it's not a fantastic video. It's just a basic information video with small extras where the information you can get from the logging calendar, that calendar thing I said to take a snapshot at the beginning. So again, I'm not expecting people to do that, but by people not doing that, it reduces the viability of making a video every week, when the point is I could release another one instead, which, as I pointed out, could get 20 times more subs, even 30 times, 40 times, and in the long run, literally 10 times more revenue, and so on. And probably take less time to make if it's a short, quick tips one. But anyway, I feel like I've waffled on forever on that bit. But yeah, one of my skills sometimes is to over-explain things or just go on and on about something non-stop somehow. So I'm going to call this video a day. Let me know what you think about the spoilers video. Is it worth carrying on, or is it kind of a bit pointless now? Because just take a snapshot of that login calendar and you're done for the month, let alone the week. Everybody can see what's happening. But anyway, I said I was going to stop waffling, and now I really will. But thanks for watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.